guys, this is Aissa. So I would like to show you how to make a maffé today. So maffé is a Senegalese dish. So what you need is meat. So the meat, you can take beef or you can take chicken or lamb. And here are the ingredients that goes with it. So here I have a bell pepper. I have a tomato sauce. I also have the tomato paste. I have pepper. So this is the cabbage. So you have the yuca, sweet potato, and 2 potatoes, and you have the carrot. You have also the tomato here, and you have the habanero pepper. You have oil. So if you want, you can take olive oil or peanut oil. Usually Senegal we cook with peanut oil. And this is okra, but this is optional. So now the first thing you do, you take the meat and try to make it brown here. You put the meat in the pot and then make it brown. And after it's brown, you're going to put the tomato. So here we have the garlic, the bell pepper, and the onion that I mix here. Now that the meat is brown, I'm gonna add this. Okay, so here I have tomato paste and the whole tomato, and I add the tomato sauce. So now I will wait got okay, put all the tomato, the bay leaf, the onion, and everything. Now we're gonna put water. After we put water, we're gonna put the vegetables. We're gonna put the vegetables. Add some salt. And then we're gonna put now we're gonna add the peanut butter sauce. 2 full spoons. So we added the vegetable like the cabbage, yuca, carrot, and so on. Now, 20 minutes after it's time to add the other one. Now we're gonna add the potato, the sweet potato, and the regular potato. Here is what we get. So this is habanero pepper. We have to be careful because it's hot. And now we have to put it. Okay, now the muffin is finished. We have to add the rice. Now we are done with the muffin. So this is how it looks like. We have the white rice. We decorate with cucumber and black pepper, and we have the sauce that goes with it. So enjoy. Me tell a little bit about what is teranga. So for Senegalese, one of the most important value is hospitality. So when you have guests, you have to take care of your guests very, very well. So country of teranga is, teranga means hospitality. Okay, let me start with the map. So this is the map of Senegal. So you see here, you have the Atlantic Ocean, and the capital is Dakar. It's right here. So in this side here, you have Mali. We have a border with Mali. We have here the border with Mauritania is this way. And in the south, you have the border with Guinea, and so we have 2 Guineas, Guinea-Bissau and Guinea-Conakry. Okay, so first a little bit about the food. So daily life, the food will be rice. Basically, it's rice cooked with vegetable, meat, or fish. And the national dish is what we call ceebu jën. Ceebu jën in Wolof. Basically, it means rice and fish. So you have other popular dishes like the yassa. So I think I gave you the yassa as one dish, I think in the book. And you have another dish called the suppu kanja. Now for a ceremonial dish, so what we have is couscous. It's a small meat cooked usually with lamb, meat, vegetable in a sauce. And something which is very special for Senegalese is what they call their tea. So after the lunch or dinner, they serve a sweet meat tea, very strong. Okay, now about the maffé. That's the dish that I cooked today. So let me start with the ingredient. So for the meat, you can take beef or lamb or chicken. It's up to you, whatever you want. And then you have tomato. So you can have paste tomato, whole tomato, and bell pepper, sweet pepper, normal potato, carrot, habanero, onion, green onion, okra is optional, garlic, of course, cabbage. For the cooking oil, usually we use peanut butter oil. And you can use bay leaves, of course, peanut butter, salt, black pepper or cayenne pepper. So you can see that the river goes in the frontier, in the border with Mauritania and Mali. So we have etymology that said that the name Senegal comes from a word that means in Wolof Sunugal. So Sunugal means our boat. So Senegal was the French colony for many, many years, and it became independent in 1960. So as you can see from the map, the capital Dakar, which is very, very small, is the most westerly point in Africa.
In the entire continent?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Right here.
Oh, nice.
That continent is the one that goes the most to the west. So the population of Senegal is about 16 million. And as you know, 95% of the population is Muslim. So only 5% is Christian and with no religion. But nonetheless, the Senegalese is a very peaceful country. Religion is not a problem. So we share a strong sense of national identity. So the population is divided into, so this is just an approximation. I say 12 ethnic group, but in the ethnic group, you have some subgroups. French is the official language. However, it is spoken by a minority. So people who are educated speak French.
So what are the other people speak?
Their native language, like Wolof, Pula, Serer, Manding, Jola. Yeah.
Do you speak any of those languages?
Hmm?
Do you speak any of those? What languages do you speak?
So I speak Wolof because I am a Wolof. My parents are Wolof. So Wolof is the dominant language, actually, the dominant ethnic group. About 1/3 of the population of whole Senegal speak Wolof. After Wolof, you have the Pula, and then you have the Serer.
Are the Wolof in the north?
Actually, they are in the north. Yes, you have Wolof in the north, but mostly they're in Dakar, in the north, in
let's say everywhere, but not in the south. Mostly in the south, you have other people like the Pula or the Jola or the Manding.
Mm.
I only speak one language, which is Wolof, but my mom used to speak many, many languages.
Wow.
Understood Pula, understood Serer. I don't know how she did it, but for me, I grew up speaking Wolof and French.
Mm.
So with my mom, I used to speak Wolof, and with my dad, I used to speak French.
Mm.
So of course, the culture with so many ethnic groups, you see how the culture is. It is really heterogeneous. So many people, but they live peacefully. We don't have problem with ethnic group problems. No, we don't have religion problems, not ethnic groups problems. Unlike many countries in Africa.
How did you figure out the formula?
Yeah, well, I don't know how they figure out the formula, but yeah, it's how it is compared to other. I think the thing is, as I said, we really share. That's what I said in the beginning of it. Here, we share a strong national identity.
Mm.
Although we have many ethnic groups, so they're all proud of being Senegalese.
Mm.
So we have I think that's how it goes, I think. So no ethnic group pretend to be better than the other one. Okay, so usually about the education. Usually the Muslim kids, they attend the Quranic school until they're 6 or 7 before they go to the French school to get a formal education. The formal education is free and is available for both boys and girls. It's not mandatory, but almost everybody, all the kids are in school. It's not, I think it's not mandatory, but people send their kids to school. So you have the primary school, the secondary, and then the advanced levels. So when I was a kid, we did not have many private schools, but right now there are many private schools. And people, they tend to send their kids to private schools because the level in the public schools are really getting worse and worse. Now about the university, so you have 5 major public universities and you have many private universities. So there are 2 big ones, the University of Dakar, which is the biggest one, and then you have the University of Saint Louis. There are 3 more that are almost new, I would say. But nonetheless, I did my undergrad in Senegal, but right now all my niece and nephew, they go abroad. Because the conditions at the universities are really declining. So people who want their kids to have good education.
Why do you think the university is declining? Is it the monetary issues? Or?
Well, I think the lack of maybe I would say a financial issue. They have a lot of financial issue, and also people, they go to strike easily. The student can go to strike for a month, 2 months. Then the teachers, the professors will go to strike also because they have a problem. So for this reason, people, they prefer, people who can afford it, they prefer to send their kids abroad.
Oh, you mean kids might go on strike in a university?
Yes.
Oh.
Now it's free. They don't have to pay.
Oh, so it's not for a particular reason. They just like, I'm out of
They're
here.
not happy with the conditions. Usually they are not happy with the conditions. And
Oh,
then they start saying, okay, we need more money, because they have, almost all of them, they have a fellowship, they have money given by the government. So we need more money, we need this. So they complain for many things, because, I mean, the education is free.
mm,
It's not because they're not paying money to go to the university.
mm.
Okay, now about the gender roles. So women usually in the household, they do almost all the chores. They take care of cooking, cleaning, and they take care of the kids also.
Wow. Mm.
So, you know, I said before that 95% of population is Muslim. So in Muslim rules, you know, the women's study is a little bit special, I would say.
Mm.
Usually if you go to Muslim countries, the women, they don't go to work, but women in Senegal, they entered the labor market.
Mm.
And they play an important role in general. So of course you have discrimination, societal discrimination. I would say one example is a polygamy.
Mm.
About I would say 1/4 of the Senegalese women are in a polygamy union. So it's a problem.
Yeah.
Now a little bit about the economy. So largely the economy market is based on the agriculture.
Mm.
But unfortunately, we have often some drought conditions. And so the economy is not very, very good.
Mm.
So for the food crops, the most important ones are the millet or sorghum. So this is typical Senegalese. We have rice, but it's imported. And we eat a lot of rice every day almost, but it's imported. We don't produce a lot of rice. So something that we produce is cotton, peanut, rice, a little bit, but not much, sugar, and some market garden.
Mm.
Okay, now about the major industry. Of course, it's a food processing. Like we have a lot of peanuts, of course, so peanut oil is one thing. But also because we are close to the ocean, so we produce a lot of fish.
Mm.
So there, if you go to Senegal, you see they make a lot of handmade textiles, so it's very nice. Also, Senegalese are very good for making jewelries like gold, silver. So pottery making, they're very good at it. Wood making, leather. So this sector is very, very active. The craft sector is very active.
Mm.
Okay, so the trade, we